Peace, y'all. It's your boy Zulu King Street Fame, man. Hey, a lot of people been sending me this video, man. I think I might put the link to the news clip video in the comments instead of doing like a reaction video to it, because it really, you know what I'm saying, it tells you it's a really long video too, but I might put the link in the comments so you can go check it out. Now, this is something that's close to home. If you in Orlando, and you've been watching the news, it was a big bust that happened at a bar, right? And this bar, it's on the east side. So, well, that's the east side. That's where I'm from. Everybody know me from the east side. They've been trying to take this bar down for 20 years. You feel me? They've been getting complaints, all kinds of stuff going on in the bar. Drug overdoses, a homicide, a shooting inside the bar, all kinds of stuff going on. 18 people gets indicted in a RICO Act. This is why, days like this, is why I'm glad I don't be out there like that no more. You feel me? Days like, I knew about this when the people got arrested in November. Look, one of the dudes was my homeboy, right? Me and him, like, I cut him off, kind of fell off. You know what I'm saying? But in all fairness, though, if I was to be driving and I see something happening to him, I'm going to pull over and I'm going to help him. But I had to cut him off. You know what I'm saying? But he's caught up in this case. I'm going to put his picture up, probably. I'll put his picture up over here somewhere. This is my dog, Milton. And wherever you saw me, you saw him. You know what I mean? Like, we know each other since before any of us had kids. You know what I mean? Since Tupac was alive. You know what I mean? Like, running the streets and all that. And at one point, like, we stopped talking, and then we ended up in the same circle, hooking up again and all that. And like I said, where you saw me, you saw him. There's a few people that I had like that around me that was always around me. You know what I'm saying? That was, at the time that I was active in the street, I was never alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, those were times that, like, even if you was in a relationship with somebody, you ever seen those movies where the dude always got his people around him and the girl be mad as hell because she just want to spend time with him and they can never go nowhere because they always got to have the Goonies around? Yeah, it was that type of thing. So I had a few people that everywhere you saw me, you saw them. And he was one of them. And I know he got arrested in November, but now it's just hitting the news in Orlando, and everybody's been blowing up my phone. Everybody's been sending me the videos and all that and blowing up my phone. So, you know, even though me and him fell off, me and Milton fell off, I don't wish jail on nobody. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got other homeboys that try to speak to me and try to get me. Like, I got a homie, I try to get me, yo, forgive him and talk to him and this and that, and I just didn't. You know what I'm saying? And today, I'm glad I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Not because I ain't want to forgive him or nothing like that, but just because of what he's caught up in right now. You feel me? And if I would have been in contact with him, and if I would have been hanging out with him, I probably would have been caught up in this situation. So 18 people get indicted in this bar, right? And they get caught in the RICO Act. trafficking, armed trafficking of cocaine, some fentanyl, shrooms, multiple guns, you know, like 14 guns, like 9 kilos of cocaine, you know what I'm saying? All kinds of shit, right? Using a place. He's charged with, my boy's charged with using a place for a drug, as a drug front with a minor present, all kinds of stuff, right? So it's 18 people, the owner of the bar, a female that I know since, like I said, me and him know each other since back before we had kids. It's another cat that used to be around me a lot that everybody would think he was my brother. We always said we was brothers. On the east side, and there's my dog Jesus, his sister, her best friend is involved in this, and her boyfriend is the owner's son, I want to say, to the bar, and they were also part of this. So I know her. I don't know her dude. No, I don't know her dude. You know what I'm saying? But I know her since, like I said, the 90s. I know him too. I haven't seen her in forever, but him, I haven't seen him in forever neither, you know what I'm saying? But we got mutual friends that are in contact with him, you know what I'm saying, to talk to him and all that like that. They try to get me to talk to him. Why I stopped talking to him is this. But before I give you that, yo, the police hacked the bar cameras in the inside. The police hacked the bar cameras in the inside. Everything I say is allegedly, and I'm not going to speak too much on it because this is an open case. This just happened. I'm just reporting on it because, you know, I just want to show y'all young cats, man. Sometimes, like, you know what I mean? You got to leave things alone and leave certain people behind in your past. You know what I'm saying? Because it could always happen. You know what I'm saying? Right now, you know, my dog, he's 44 years old right now, and he has a armed trafficking of cocaine. That is a PBL, punishable. That's a life sentence in itself. You know what I'm saying? That charge in Florida carries a life sentence maximum in itself, and he's 44. Even if he gets 20 years right now, he'll be like 60, 64, whatever, when he almost 70, bro, by the time he gets out of jail. You know what I'm saying? So it's something to think about. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, don't feel bad on letting people go, you know what I'm saying, sometimes out your life, because it might be the best thing for you. Like I said, when you seen him, when you seen me, you seen him. You know what I'm saying? He was always with me. And now look, he's caught up in this indictment, and his charges are ugly. You know what I'm saying? Because he got armed trafficking, he got cocaine, he got RICO Act, he got stuff with a minor, not sexual, like just conducting drugs business with a minor around. Operating from a business or place. Now check this out. The police was sneaking into the bar, you know what I'm saying? And they hacked the cameras. They will go in there and move the cameras to you know what I'm saying, get better footage. The video footage and the pictures are so clear. You feel me? Like some people in the camera like this. You know what I'm saying? That's how close they had the cameras in there, and they was going in the bathroom. They was watching them. They had their phones tapped. You know what I'm saying? They got conversations from one another, this and that. They was following the owner of the bar, from the house to the bar back to the house. They was following people. They was using the cameras from the street, like on the corner of Curry Ford and Lake Underhill and Goldenrod. They was using the cameras from the street corner, looking at the bar, behind the bar. They was using the highway cameras, surveillance in the bar, plus the cameras they had inside. And you know, all this is allegedly, whatever was conducted, they was listening to. You know what I'm saying? So, but they was listening to and recording. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, they've been trying to catch this, break down this location for numerous of years. They've been watching over 20-something years. You know, and they were just arresting the people buying all the work. You know what I'm saying? The customers. But now they want to decide to go after them. So yeah, man. So yeah. Your homie's facing a whole lot of time, man. You can look it up. I think I'm gonna put the link, and you know what I'm saying, where the police is talking about it. You know what I'm saying, in the description and all that. But like I said, I would never wish this on my enemies, bro. You know what I'm saying? Why I stopped talking to him is this. We was riding one day, me, him, and my ex that died. I did a video on here about my ex that died. It was me, him, and the dude, Jesus, I was talking to y'all about. You know what I'm saying? That was our homeboy. And my ex and her homegirl. So we riding down Orange Avenue. He go to make a right and it's through his neighborhood. But I tell him, don't go that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, go straight. So Jesus tell him, make a right. He makes a right. Anybody that knows from Orlando, that little area by Oak Ridge and Hoffner, in between there is Belle Isle area, Orange Avenue, all that. Those people got their own police. Like, you got Orlando Police Department and all that. But this is like a block that runs through like houses on a lake, rich, but they got their own police. You know what I'm saying? Called Belle Isle Police. And then people will pull you over for speeding, for anything. They just sit there waiting for that. So I tell them, don't go that way. It's mad late. We're wasted. We ain't even supposed to be on the road. You know what I mean? We got 2 pistols in the car. And he makes it right. And the police is on the fucking block. And they got their lights turned on, but they're not spinning. They're just on. You know what I'm saying? The 2 lights is on, but they're not spinning. And they're on the right-hand side. And while we driving, I'm looking. I said, damn, man, the police got somebody pulled. He said, nah. They at somebody's house. Somebody called the police, and they at their house. So we driving by. And it's like in the movies, kid. You know what I'm saying? We driving by and we look and you know, we passing but the house is staying still. We passing and the cops turn around and look at us, and the people that they're talking to is like 3 people turn around and look at us. So the cops and the people turn and look at us, and we looking at them, and we passing by in slow motion. At least to me, this is what's going on. So I'm like, damn, that's not good. You know what I mean? Because they looking right at us. And I told them, I said, damn, bro, that's not good. But I told you, bro, don't come down this road, man. So what happens? Some headlights are coming towards us. As the headlights are coming towards us, it's another cop. And then he busts a U-turn. He passed us and he busts a U. So I tell him, damn, bro, I told you, bro, don't come down this road, bro. Man, I had a feeling. The cop turned the light on. Boo! Pull us over. So he takes the gun and he's like, yo, I had the guns. I put the gun under the seat, under the driver's seat. I was sitting behind him and he put the gun, and he sat on the gun. His seat was ripped. He had a Bonneville, a Buick Bonneville 4-door black big joint. So his seat was ripped and he stuffed it in the ripped seat. So the cop comes to the car and he starts, you know, asking questions. Now Jesus starts talking shit. He had just got out of juvie. Now, it wasn't even juvie. He was in prison. But his case started when he was juvenile. He ended up violating when he was older and ended up in prison. And he had an attempted murder. He had stabbed up his brother-in-law like 7 times for hitting the sister. The dude died, but they brought him back to life. And he ended up with attempted murder. This was when he was younger. And then the case fell into his adult time. And he did like a couple of years and got out and was still on paper and all that type of shit. And he was done with the paper and all that at this point. But he was talking shit to the police, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, nah, I know my rights, whoop-de-whoop-whoop. And he's selling out to the police. Now, he ain't no little dude, you know what I'm saying? He's like 6'3", 6'2", but like 300 pounds. So, and he already had that attempted murder. So the police is like trying to get him to calm down, and he's selling out. And the cops is telling us, man, your boy's going to get y'all in trouble. Your boy's going to get y'all in trouble because he don't want to shut up, you know what I'm saying? But he's like, nah, you harassing us, this and that. You just talking shit to them. Whatever. So they said, look, we're going to detain you in another car. We're not going to cuff you up, but we're going to detain you for our safety because of his charges. So they detained him. They put him in another car, had pulled up, another cop. They put him in that cop car. Now they questioning us. And he's like, yeah, we're going to search your car now because your homeboy got a big mouth. You know what I'm saying? So now we're going to search your car. Whoop-de-whoop. Anyway, they find the guns. Me and Milton go to jail. My homeboy, Jesus, is in the other car. While he's in the other cop car, that was the cop that was at the house talking to the people. Remember, the other cop that was coming towards us busted a U-Wee and pulled us. So the cop that's at the house gets to the scene. They detain Jesus in that car. He sees the statement that the people they was talking to at the house wrote. And the statement said that they was looking for an SUV with like 5 or 6 people in it, and they stole like a smoker grill, a big smoker grill, some shit like that. So we don't fit this description, but the cop is trying to act like we fit the description or something. But Jesus knows what's going on now because he got the paperwork in the other cop car. But the cops let him out the car, you know what I'm saying, and they let him go, and they let the 2 girls go because now they found the guns and all this and that. But Jesus steals the statement that the people wrote. So he's walking off with the statement because without that statement, they ain't got no case. You feel me? So he dips with the statement, and the cops is searching the car, and they got us in the cop car already and everything. So they're taking me for a gun, and they're taking Milton for a gun because they found one under the seat where I was sitting under the driver's seat, but I was in the back seat behind him, and he was sitting on the gun. And they found some cocaine in like a Newport box or some shit by him or some bullshit like that. Anyway, we're going to jail. So now we're going to jail. So, the cop realizes Jesus stole the statements, and he screams over the radio, the other guy stole the statements. He stole my statements. They tell him, go get him. He turns the car around and chasing after him. He catches him because Jesus is a big boy. He can't get away. You know what I'm saying? Can't run that fast. So they catch him. So now we all three of us are going to jail. He's going to jail for obstruction of investigation and tampering with evidence or whatever like that. I think it was obstruction of investigation. They took him. We all go to jail. So anyway, when the time comes that I'm about to go to I was supposed to be in New York, and my grandma was sick, and I wasn't in New York. I didn't go, but I was going to go before she passed away and see her. So we going to court, and Milton said they offer him 18 months probation for that gun. So I'm like, I'm about to do time for the gun though, you know what I'm saying? But he's not. They gonna offer him probation. So I was like, yo, my nigga, take the other gun charge because I need to go see my grandma before she dies. You know what I'm saying? And we talking. And he's like, I said, yo, all they're going to do is run a concurrent with the probation you got now. It's not going to affect you any worse. So he's like, all right, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. So we agreed that he was going to do this. And I said, well, call the lawyer in the morning and tell him you want to, you know what I'm saying? You're going to take the other charge too. And that way I could get out. They'll let me out. You know what I'm saying? And I could go to New York and see my grandma before she dies. So he says, yeah. But I'm like, yo, I'm going to court like in a week, bro. You got to call the lawyer now type shit. This next, I got you. But he never does it. You know what I'm saying? He never does it. And my grandmother died. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't get a chance to see my grandmother for the last time. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't let that go. That shit hurt me. You know what I'm saying? So I stopped fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, bro, because you told me you was going to do it and you ain't do it. But he knows, you know what I'm saying? If it was me, I would have did it. You know what I'm saying? And he wouldn't even have to ask me. You know what I'm saying? Because if we got caught up in that case and they told me, yo, we're going to give you 18 months probation for the gun, I was like, all right, well, let me get the other gun charge too. Because that's how I am, you know what I'm saying? So, they're going to run a concurrent, I'm going to end up with 18 months probation, and that's it, you know what I'm saying? But he said yes, and then he flopped on me when he could have just said no if that was the case. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But, so that's why I stopped talking to him. And people always telling me that, yo, talk, because a lot of my friends are dead and there's very few of them left from that era. So they're like, yo, talk to him, man, talk to him. I never talked to him again. And thank God I didn't, because, look, I would have been talking to him now. They had their phones tapped. You know what I'm saying? They got all conversations, texts, everything. They got cameras, hacked into the cameras in the bar. They got audio, video, all that. You know what I'm saying? And I could have been easily caught up in this situation. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is one time that my gut feeling told me to stop, you know what I'm saying, to push somebody away from me. And then now I see that, you know, it was a good thing that happened, you know what I'm saying? Because right now, this case is ugly, you know what I'm saying? Like, I seen the indictment papers, somebody sent me it, and I've been reading it, and yeah, this case is ugly, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, allegedly everything that they did, you know, it's kind of ugly, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, I don't want to talk too much because it's an open case, but it's all over the news, so I'm just, you know, telling you what the news is saying. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna put the thing in the comments, the news on YouTube, and you can go there and check it out. But yeah, man, like I said, homie was with me almost every day. You feel me? Like, even when I was in jail, they used to ride around in my car. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of shit. Like, we was always together. So if I would have been talking to him today, I would have been in jail right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I probably would have been caught up in some dumb shit that I shouldn't have no business doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm glad I work. You know what I'm saying? I got my job. I stay out the streets. I stay out the way. I do my little thug thizzle here on YouTube, and I talk, and I try to reach out little young dudes, man, because at the end of the day, bro, people get tired of doing time. Like, they so caught up in this case, they probably can't even tell on each other. You feel me? But somebody is still going to bring something up from somewhere to try to get this off of them. You know what I'm saying? And for Mill, he's like 44 years old. To be 44 years old and you facing life, or you facing 20 years, it's life, bro. You coming out at almost 70 years old, you know what I'm saying? 60-something years old, close to 70. You get 30, man, you hit, man, you hit. You You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I just left everything alone and I work. You know what I'm saying? You can make money working legit and do your thug dizzle legit. You ain't got to worry about the police. You ain't got to worry about no jab boys. You ain't got to worry about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Just stay out of the way and do some shit legit. They can never take nothing from you when it's legit. I got a lot of homies, they say they want to work for the white man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, nah, I'm going to work for the white man and make the white man rich and all this and that. I'm like, yeah, it might be slow money, but at the end of the day, yo, you don't want to work for the white man in the street. When you go to prison, you're going to work for the white man for free, and you're going to do a good job. You heard me? Because that's how it is, man. It's your boy Zulu King, Street Fame 407. Y'all know what it is, man. We all gas, no brakes. If you ain't going to be good, be safe. You heard?